Hi, this is Rick, and this is a very short inductive devotional based on our inductive study on Galatians chapter 2, verses 11 to 21. Why your faith is always better than your obedience. It's true, your faith is always better than your obedience, and I want to tell you why. I know some really, really good people, and they're very good people. They give a lot of money, and they're very helpful, and they'll give practically everything they have. They share everything they have with neighbors, with community, and they feel that they're good people, and they are good people. And compared to you, compared to me, they're great people. Unfortunately, something's missing. This is why faith is always better than obedience, why your faith is always better than your obedience or your ability to be good. First of all, you can't be good enough to be called righteousness. Good is good, but righteousness is on a whole other level. And righteousness is what's vitally important here. If you and I are going to be included in eternity, if you and I are going to be included in the wonderful blessings and infinite benefit that God has planned for the other side of human history as we know it right now, the declaration that we need from God is righteous. Righteousness is the declaration that we have completely fulfilled all the obligations of the law, both passively and actively. So both. We can't even mistakenly have broken the law. And then because we have perfectly kept the law, we then are entitled to all of the benefits of the law, which means that we have just earned ourselves eternity. That's impossible. One of the commandments is don't covet. I go out of my front door and I see that my neighbor's lawn is greener than my lawn. And I say, wow, I wish I had a green lawn like that. I've just coveted. How about passively? Passively, we can't even keep the law. I went grocery shopping at Walmart not too long ago, just a couple weeks ago, and I was putting my groceries in the van, and I noticed that there was two bunches of bananas sitting in the top part of the grocery cart that I had not paid for, and I knew I didn't pay for it because they weren't in a bag. So I had to go back and pay for it. I repented. I went back. I paid for the bananas, and I came back and put it in the van. But still, passively, I broke the law. It's absolutely impossible to receive a declaration from God that I'm righteous based on my ability to be good, based on my ability to obey. It just is not going to happen. You can't be good enough to be. You can be. I'm not doubting that you're a good person. I'm not doubting my friends are good people. I'm kind of good a little bit myself, although I don't really fancy I am. Uh, we can't be good enough to be called righteous. Secondly, God only justifies your belief in Jesus. That's it. Jesus is the one who perfectly fulfilled the law. He died and rose again. When you and I place our faith in Him, when we believe in Jesus, spiritually speaking, what happens is we're united with Christ. We're united with His death on the cross, and we're united with His resurrection. So we're living this new life, not according to the law, not according to our ability to please God, based on our ability to obey. We're pleasing God based on our trust that we believe in Jesus, and we believe that our faith in Jesus is going to be justified and we're going to be declared righteous. When we place our faith in Jesus, we're not given a New Testament law. We're not given a new list of things that we need to follow and a new to-do list in order to please God. We're not. The Ten Commandments are still right. I mean, still, don't kill, don't cheat, don't murder, don't commit adultery. That's all still good. But that's not how we come into relationship with God anymore. Our relationship with God is based on faith in Jesus. And so the life of faith means that I'm continually learning how to grow in my relationship with God and how to love Him more and express that love, and also how to love my neighbor as myself. Those two things. So your faith is always better than your obedience. We know some really, really good people, and you're probably a really, really good person yourself, but there's something missing, and that's righteousness. We don't have the ability to be declared righteous because we still do wrong things. We're not perfect. So would you please believe in Jesus? Or would you please this week tell somebody about Jesus and tell somebody, you know what? If you believe in Jesus, that leads to righteousness. And of course, you're going to do a lot better job packaging that than I just did. So thank you for joining me in this short inductive sermon on Galatians chapter 2, verses 11 to 21. If you'd like to know how I arrived at my conclusions, you can watch the longer inductive study, and which is also part of this post. God bless you. See you next time.